What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got one from Warner Archive, and it is Trog. So in this movie, there's a half-man, half-ape creature that's found down in the dank recesses of an unexplored cave. Of course, once his lair is disturbed, he is none too pleased about that, and it results in some violent hijinks for those involved. But some are able to some of the explorers are able to survive, make it back to the surface, and bring word of this, strange creature that's been discovered. Once word starts to spread, Joan Crawford plays an anthropologist who is extremely interested because it could mean a lot for science. And based on the description that she was given, she thinks it could even be the missing link, which would of course be a landmark scientific discovery. The creature is lured out of the cave. It's brought in for analysis, and she wants to approach it from a compassionate standpoint because she does see the humanity in this creature, and she could even see it kind of being moved into human society a little bit, whereas all the other scientists are pretty dead set against that, see the creature as a monster and want it either dead or tortured as part of the research process. So there's a clash there. The creature is horribly mistreated by everyone except Joan Crawford, and of course when you do that, eventually this thing's going to have enough and it's going to turn, sour. That's the essence of this movie, is the conflict between Joan Crawford and the other scientists, and the buildup of what will happen, to Trog and all this. This is a really hokey B movie. It's Joan Crawford's last performance, and despite the fact that it is this cheesy movie, she completely goes for broke in the role and really delivers a solid, sincere performance. She goes a little bit over the top, but I mean, it's a good performance. Like, I think it really elevates the movie, and if you had a lesser performer in that role, it would just, you would either have to go insanely cheesy to make this work or just have a really good performance. And I think her presence and her performance here adds so much to Trog and makes it one that is, that people are still seeking out, instead of it kind of drifting off into obscurity. It's pretty well known, too, that she didn't appreciate having to be in a movie like Trog, so that makes it even more impressive that she, that she showed up and did the professional thing and turned in a really good performance. The pace is a little bit slow. It does focus in more on the narrative between the scientists and how the treatment of the creature and how the creature might be, put into human society. So if you're wanting just a madcap, monster B movie on a, with the monster on a rampage, that doesn't happen here, but you do get some of that, especially toward the end. And once it does happen, there are some really cool set pieces that definitely make it worth the wait. But I appreciate that time was taken to, build a decent story and put some development in there, and at least try to put a little bit of, science into the science fiction of the movie. That being said, it is a cheesy, cheap B movie. So, the effects are terrible. A lot of the performances are terrible. But it's, at the end of the day, it's just a fun movie. And I don't care what anybody says. Joan Crawford is awesome in this. And to me, between the B movie thrills and Joan Crawford, I think Trog is a fun flick. And it's, definitely recommended. The DVD from Warner Archive does not have any extras, but it looks really good. It's got a solid transfer. It looks better than I've ever seen the movie. I would love to have this on Blu-ray, but until then, this is a really good, way to see the movie, the best way to see the movie. I should also note that if you're a big fan of horror and genre film, Freddie Francis, the very famous, well-known director, to those who appreciate genre film, was the director here. So that's another reason to check this one out. So again, it's a hokey, cheap B movie. It's a little bit boring, a little bit drawn out, but I think it's a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend it. That's my review of Trog. If you want to read my full write-up, you can go to markfusion.com and check that out. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. If you want to see what might be coming up on the channel soon, you can follow me on Letterboxd. I diary everything I'm watching there so you can get an idea of what might be coming here soon, make recommendations, ask for something to be bumped up the priority list. And then also, if you really want to help me, you can hit that sub button. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me. Help me to keep making these videos and keep building my channel. And obviously, a way to support me is just to watch the videos, whether it's keeping up with the new ones or going back and watching some of the older ones. There are a ton of B movies and genre films in there, hundreds and hundreds of them. Watching those would be a huge help to me. And if you really want to go that extra super mile to help me out, when you do visit my website, you can use my Amazon links. I'll use that affiliate money to buy even more movies, to make even more reviews. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys will check out Trog, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.